I extend the invitation to you.
Cat, not bonded. Bond?
Cat not bonded.
Yes. Could take, if want, from you.
Whoa. Don't do that. How... We need a bond or something?
Better if bond.
Okay, how do we bond?
Ceremony.
Ceremony.
Not here.
No? Okay.
Not here.
Where?
Domain.
Okay, lead on. Flag.
No?
Will it take time?
Yes.
Okay, maybe not now. I'll get back to you on that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You enjoy yourself, Clag. Feel free. Our hospitality is your hospitality.
He'll just lick his hand and extend it forward.
It's just supposed to lick her own hand and then extend it forward.
Is he going to do that?
Should she make an understanding roll to understand the... I need to... She's trying to figure out what she should do. Should I do the same thing?
I mean, when in Rome.
I guess she licks her hand and extends it.
What's Akira's hand taste like?
Yeah.
What do you know of it?
Want to make a roll, buddy, and tell me.
Yeah, sure.
Get 100.
It tastes...
I don't want to re-roll it just for memes.
I mean, you can always lick your hand as much as you want.
Okay, give me the brief taste.
Alright.
It tastes like gay.
It tastes gay.
It tastes like awkward sweat.
Yeah, that's about right. She'll do the paw hand thing. Just kind of place it on his, I guess. It's not really a high five.
Alright. For some reason, it fits perfectly.
Huh.
Like, you kind of feel like your hand sinks in a little, but not dangerously.
Like into his fur or into the pad.
Into the furry hand.
Okay, interesting. Was that something special, or does that just happen with you?
Family lick. Yes. Family. Friend.
Friend.
Not related. Could marry. Friend.
Pass on that.
Alright.
It's poor Clag. Shot down again. Just want to fuck my family, guys. God. And she'll see him off to the domain.
Yes.
And lick her hand again.
But yes, so as he's leaving, he says, maybe you should work on that meditation, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really weird.
I mean, shit. That dude probably speaks like, I don't know, like dog or some shit.
I don't think I can learn dog.
Oh, I guess you don't have the vocal cords for it. I mean, you can't be like,
Maybe you can translate for me. You seem to do it pretty good.
Well, monkeys and dogs are totally different.
Right. I'm sure you'll have to explain that to me one day.
Alright. So now you can add Clag to your contacts list.
Oh boy. I have a contact list?
You have no idea what kind of animal he is.
I believe it is a lemur.
Clag. Okay. Kira just licks her hand again. Maybe Clag's saliva got mixed in.
Yes. And if you want to find out more about that aspect of Akira, you just need to visit Clag.
Neat.
Maybe you should learn some dog.
Learn some dog? Where's she gonna fucking learn dog?
No. But yeah, he's not speaking in his native language, let's just say that.
Yeah, I kind of gathered. Alright.
Well, you can buy translator device from Jeffrey.
I don't know if he has him in dog though. I know he's got him. Fair point. I guess I'll just buy another collar next time I need to talk to Clag.
Appropriate.
You're right. Okay, well, that's a Kira's lunch period. Oh.
Oops, did I take it to the dorm by
Yeah,
accident?
you went to the
Yep.
dorm.
There you go.
School it is.
So I guess we'll go to, right. Reiko's the only one left, unless there's Ryu in the cafeteria. Am I here?
Yeah.
Yep, you're here.
God, you guys need to say something, otherwise I think I disconnected.
I kinda
Oh,
waited
wait,
for a moment
Wait for the person who you asked to say
if
something.
Rio
We're
will
not-
say anything, but if not, then I might as well go first. What I'm trying to do is, I don't know if this works in your game, but I remember something when I played Marvel Heroic that in a downtime, so to speak, you can technically do something called assets that you can use later, mostly in combat, but I would say not only. So
You can do that.
what I want to do is that, because I have appointment with Katsumi later, well, they're coming. I want to get to Sugihara, talk with him, so he would give me. I won't spill like, not really secrets, but I won't really go much into details about the feud between Nakatomi and Fujiwara. But I will just try to get pointers and hints from him, so I won't fuck up talk with Katsumi, because maybe some important subjects will be brought. I want to give her this entire idea that I have, that hey, maybe we should, work together because there are many troubles in the city. So for
Alright.
two families, yeah, you know the idea.
So we can just like TLDR that, and you can, by talking to Sugihara, you can make an asset that is basically, you can take like an asset of the support staff out with you. And just, so next time you're with Katsumi and you want to roll like a die, you can roll twice on it. But it'll just last for the one time.
Okay, that really works nicely. Yeah, that's what I wanted, more or less.
Yeah, so you basically get one free reroll on a social die.
Okay,
When you're out
that's
with
really
her.
cool.
Alright, so are you going to spend lunchtime with your friends and then meet Katsumi afterwards to go out? Or are you just going to go with her straight?
I mean, depends what was the time set on our air quotes date. But I think it was like in the afternoon after like entire lunch school period, I guess. Because I bought option not to spend the entire day with NPC, but only have like a, air quotes date, so to speak.
Alright, so it would be like Katsumi would take the lunchtime to just finish up some things and she'll meet you by the school gates. So you have time to go talk to somebody else if you want.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna go to nurse office, but I have plans regarding that on Sunday. Apart from Shin, I will talk with nurse, so that will be explanation why I will be buying medicine modifier. So yeah, during lunch I'm just spending time with friends, general hanging out.
Alright. That's cool.
Whoever will
Right.
be available, really.
So I guess we'd be like 1B buddies. And,
Yep.
Everybody seems the same. So I guess you just hang out with them. And I guess you'll go out with Katsumi then.
I
Alright.
didn't really plan it out, but I guess we find some nice relaxing place in park or something, or wherever I would know, or that she would prefer. And basically, obviously at the start there's like general chit chat and small talk, like how's it going, how's life, that you had in like exciting adventures, and like everything fine with the family. Obviously not being invasive, and even with my fucking limited intuition, I still have enough understanding to know when Katsumi is like Yes, or I'm not gonna answer that. Yeah, so... Huh. Shit. So yeah, I will probably start after like that small chit chat period that, you know, Katsumi, my dearest cousin, I've been thinking, and now that I'm part of Mars, this entire corporation kinda make me maybe not realize. How should I say? I mean, if I may ask, like, what's your stance on this entire, you know, our families, you know, elders technically, maybe not being enemies, but like squabbling with one another, like this entire feud between Nakatomis and Fujiwaras?
Right, I see, yeah. I suppose you chose an appropriate setting, it's nothing too heavy, but I guess it's just a difference in philosophies, really. I suppose it has been swept under the rug, rather, but we, as in all of us, Nakatomi and Fujiwara is more of a philosophical difference rather than a biological one. But you do know about the great clans, do you not? Fujiwara, Minamoto, Taira, Tachibana.
I think I would know about them unless you want me to roll.
You should know about them.
Yeah.
That's basically that's like ABCs.
Yeah, like I'm from ancient bloodline myself. Yeah, I understand. It's just that it kinda not irks me, not really. How should I say? I get the feeling that if our families like put more power on like working with one another. I mean, there is this thing with Mao, there's like Demonat, Asata Academy, there are probably many other things. And with the Spirit of March, like, you know, this entire cooperation thing, I get a feel that it would be to everyone's best interests and everyone would be happier if this entire feud would be like, I mean, you know, there can be philosophical disputes, but something that won't prevent people with working with one another.
Well, so this kind of signs will say things are quite passive for now. If anything were to happen to Minamoto no Torajiro, okay, if he was to die soon, or there would be somebody trying to claim leadership, then there would be much more strife. But as far as I'm aware, no, there are no. The Tachibana were wiped out long ago, and the Taira haven't had a Taira heir for many centuries. And we have pledged our allegiance to Minamoto.
I mean, both Nakatomi and Fujiwara did that? As a player, I don't remember really.
Yeah, you'd know that the Fujiwara have basically stepped down their claims to support Minamoto for a united Japan rather than warring over it. Plus, they want to go back to their Nakatomi roots of being spiritual guiders, and being emperor isn't really that great when it comes to spirituality.
Yeah. I mean, that's nice, but you know, passive. This thing is like cup half full. I mean, it's nice, but sooner or later, somebody will decide that it's not enough. And I mean, we are the next generation striving for better. And
Well, your father Jun seems content with being my father's apprentice. and he's the most powerful Fujiwara there is.
I mean, the way she sounds, it's like this entire feud isn't really that much of a thing. That's the feeling now I'm getting. I thought it was like, yeah, you rule for now. I mean, I remember what you were saying at the first session, so...
It's tense, especially around Minamoto's age. But it's kind of like they're just sitting on it for now because nothing's gone terribly wrong. And they're busy trying to make the whole thing work to begin with. Because you can't rule over something if it never comes to you.
Okay, so... shit, I have just like, just a sketch of an idea. And I cannot even put it in proper words, but basically I'm like... maybe not ferociously, but I'm starting to sell this entire pitch that, well, okay, nothing stays forever, and sooner or later new generation will come in, or status quo will be broke, and it would be for everyone's best if, like, I mean, whoever really rules, I'm not saying I want myself, or even if it would be nice, or like it doesn't matter really like who rules. It matters that people are really truly behind leader and together. In our case, I mean, it's like March analogy. It would be nice if just people came together and dealt with issues like demons, rogue spirits, and whatnot. Basically, out of character saying, I'm just trying. So like pitching this idea, and like sooner or later, if we just strive for better, we can be like Starsky and Hutch, and like I'm just trying to sell this idea that both of us, like me and my cousin Katsumi, like if we like pull out our, like if we like really work together within a single mind regarding this like family issue, then we can achieve great things. And if I need to roll for that, then sure.
Nah. So Katsumi will be like, well, I suppose I can tell you a couple things. I mean, the first idea is a joke, but if you're really serious about it, you could just marry Minamoto yourself and hope that there's something still in the tank. That way you'd have an heir that is both Fujiwara and Minamoto, and you'd be the next successor as regent. But I suppose you're not into that.
Not really into older men, and I like try to chuckle. They wouldn't be able to keep up with me, and I laugh. As I really hope Katsumi buys this as a joke, because I'm joking. Yes.
That is very true. Alternatively, I've heard rumors from my father that Minamoto is once he passes into the afterlife, he has an adoptive son who's very secretive about it, worried about his safety, I suppose, and he'll probably want to do a blood rite with that son, and then he would be the heir, a bit younger, I imagine.
Well, I mean, this might be. I'm not really like XP horror, because the main thing I'm just like talking with her about that is that it's not really about taking over leadership, even though it's like one of the things for San. Like my thing is that I don't want our families to be like tense. That's my idea, not being like ruler with Minamoto. Just so that we are, if you understand my intentions, if I translate them well.
Katsumi's just offering very little, like, things you can do, so there is no fighting about this kind of thing.
Okay. And I probably need to change my milestone. Oh well, we shall see. Well, I Shrek, I'm not saying no.
So she'll be like, well, perhaps
I mean,
it
I
is
really
different.
don't really care about ruling. I just want our families, you know, to pull resources together and like work together and even have like philosophical disputes, but not really being like in case something goes wrong, then suddenly everything goes wrong and it's like in Europe they did that game. I think it was, I really don't keep it. I think they named it Crusader Kings 2. You know, when your king dies and suddenly he has sons and suddenly they start fighting with one another.
You play video games?
Not really. I just tried things.
Right,
I got stumped
right.
really bad.
But you do realise that something fairly significant would have to happen in order to settle our differences. I just simply offered the easiest route, of course. I suppose your father didn't mention this. Priorities are different, I suppose.
You know, Katsumi, sometimes easiest choices are not exactly the best, and I mean alone I probably wouldn't be able to, but and at this point I like, you know, take her hands into like mine and like look into her. But you know, two heads are better than one, and with my best cousin at my side and covering my back, and adding her skills and intelligence, I believe we can do everything and anything.
Well, I can try at least. At least I would like to think that I'm willing to listen to you, of course, but I'm very much behind the opinion that we should stay to our ancestral roots and be the priests that govern this land. With all of the demology that is happening, the people need somebody who will guide them spiritually. And what better than to be by their side rather than sitting on a lofty chair and looking downwards?
I agree. I mean, I saw what Mao can bring. I don't want that to power out to normal people.
Right. But I was only half joking about the marriage thing. You know, it's very important that we do find a good match.
And trying to turn it around in my fashion, there's like in anime fashion, there's like a glint and like almost stars in my eyes. And anybody caught your eye? You could give me pointers, dear cousin.
Pointers?
Oh, you know, ideas how to find a good.
Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Feeling any better?
Actually, yeah, I am a little bit, so I thought I'd check in and see what you guys were doing.
We're having an awkward Katsumi conversation.
Ooh, good. Sorry for bugging.
No problem. Katsumi will be like, well, I don't suppose I'm the best example when it comes to these things. I'm not quite as diligent as father would like me to be, but I have 2 more years to settle myself when it comes to these things.
Of course. And really, you're selling yourself. You're probably the most diligent person I know.
When it comes to matters of the heart, I'm afraid that that isn't something I've been able to train.
Well then, no worries, cousin. Uh, if you get better at it, you will help me. If I get better at it, I will help you. We're gonna stick together.
Well, I would have thought that you would be more experienced at that than me. You're always better with expressing yourself in a way that people could relate to you.
You know, it's just going with the flow, flings there and there, trying not to break someone's heart. But for now, nobody's been able to, how they say that, anchor themselves in my heart, or just straight up keep up with me, and I chuckle.
Perhaps you do have high standards then.
And then she can see that I'm not doing this seriously, I'm doing this overly drama thing that I'm almost catching my heart. Dear cousin, I have almost tears you're bringing me to tears. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
That it would take a man of quite some being in order to sway you.
And then I well, yeah, man, Jesus Christ, spelling. A man with big M, yes. And then I don't know why like when Reiko says that, there's she goes red and mutters. I don't know why I said that, because after saying like man with starting with big M and perhaps big D. But then I look at her